My name is Casco0Vlogs, and today we are going to be talking about an incident that happened with this man of color, as you know they call them these days. He's an American, but you know, division we call him this, a black man. So I think this is such good timing because I just made a video about decent blacks don't experience police brutality. I just made a video on that, and it's just perfect timing because what happened in this video, well, if you guys haven't seen the video, you don't know what happened, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting ahead of myself, all right? I've already watched this video. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's not gonna be a fresh reaction, but my points are still valid and everything's gonna be the same. So we're gonna be watching this video and figure out exactly why this happened and why it's actually the black guy's fault on why he got his life ended, all right? Now, before you get angry and before you're like, all this crap, I want you guys to really watch the video, all right? I'm gonna have to stop it because of that copyright, but I want you guys to watch the video, all right? And listen to what I have to say. This just I know my fellow blacks, I know it's hard to listen, but listen to what I have to say. Get your emotions out of it and really look at this just as two human beings and take race completely out of it. I promise you, you're probably going to agree with me. So without further ado, we're going to be getting into this and figure out why this happened, how it could have been avoided, and the lame excuse that the family is using to justify this man's stupidity. Let's get into the video, but before we do, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and comment. Help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. Without further ado, we're going to be getting into this and figure out exactly what happened.
Police shooting of a black man following a
black
stop
man
in Michigan. Video now showing an officer on top of the driver during a struggle. The officer then pulling out his gun and firing.
Of a black man.
Stay in the car.
All right.
Stay in the car. Police.
Don't worry, guys. I won't stop it too much. You know, you guys hate that, but I'm trying to get back to my roots on this channel, and I'm trying to give you guys what you guys want to see. But at the same time, you know, it's a business. I need to make money. All right. Unless you guys become a member, it's a little bit different. But the first thing this man did wrong, he got out of his car. Now, we all know for a fact, you don't get out of your car, all right? You don't get out of your car. Why would you get out of your car? All right, that's the number one thing. Even when you're getting your driver's license, it says, don't get out of your car. We all know this. Come on now, we all know this.
Rapids, Michigan, been accused of hiding details in this case. Say tonight they're sharing all the video they have.
No. Stop.
He's running away. Look at this.
Video from the officer's body camera and dash camera, from a cell phone, from a security camera, recording from across the street.
Hold up. So I got my S Pen, by the way. So if you guys see, like, I'll be like a little Helioscus, you know, like Harry Potter. That's why. But you guys saw right there. He got out of his car, right? How could this have been avoided? Don't get out of your car. The next thing, he starts fighting him, struggling. Like, just straight up, like dead ass, all right? This man started having confrontation immediately. There's no questions asked. It was straight up just hood, all right? It was just straight up, my S Pen's falling. My S Pen's falling. But anyway, it was a straight up hood to start with. Cop pulled him over. The man gets out. And then immediately, the man starts fighting. Like, okay, why are you fighting for? What? This could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. You guys get what I'm saying? This completely could have been avoided. So we're at this point here, right? Like I said, take race out of it, get your emotions out of it. What happened? Cop came, individual got out the car, not supposed to. Individual start fighting with the cop.
Show the moment when the unidentified officer pulls over 26-year-old Patrick Lyoya in the morning of April 4th. What started with a license plate that
running away
to the vehicle turned into a struggle when the 26-year-old tried to run and then fought with this police officer in front of witnesses and cameras.
Stop.
Okay. You see them struggle over the officer's stun gun even as the officer fires it. In the last few moments, the officer is on top of the man, and then...
So, I definitely gotta stop it there. So, the man gets a hold of the officer's taser. Now that's a weapon, right? And an officer's defense. And like I said, guys, I'm not trying to be like back to blue and all that stuff. I'm not that type of person. You guys know my political view, but I don't try to push my political views on you guys. All right, if you guys are whatever you are, whether it's liberal or conservative, I don't care. But I want us all as Americans to keep in the realms of reality and facts and logic. This man from the get-go started fighting. All right, this man from the get-go started fighting the black dude, that is. All right, he starts running. He gets a hold of the officer's weapon. Remember, this is a weapon, all right? I know I saw some comments, people like, oh, it's just a taser, it's not life-threatening. How about you get tased? Have you ever been tased before? It doesn't feel too good. It feels terrible, all right? No one wants to get tased, all right? And depending on where they get tased, yes, you can die from it, all right? So I don't want to see any comments like, it's just a taser, it's just a taser. Well, he tried to use the taser. The cop tried to use the taser. The man got a hold of the taser, all right? Now, I don't know how athletic this cop was. Maybe he wasn't built too good. But this black man looks like an N. Straight up N. Hard N. Look at him. You guys saw him. He was my ice. He got white on. You know he think he doing good. All right? So, you guys have to remember, like, this cop's trying to do his job. This guy could be a murderer, an apist. You know, not an ape, but, you know, with an R. I can't say the word. All right? You guys know. Someone that forces themselves on women. He could have been that. He could have been messing with children. You guys don't know. You guys always like, oh, he's innocent. He's innocent. We don't know that. We don't know that. I know he started to run, so he probably had something to hide. All right. And if you guys, like, I have a bunch of videos. All right. I actually have a video of me being pulled over by a police officer, and I kid you not, it was completely normal. I'm gonna put the link right here. It should pop up somewhere up here. I was pulled over by a police officer because you guys didn't believe me that I don't deal with this. You know why? Because I'm respectful. Cops usually mirror exactly what you do to them. If you're disrespectful, they're gonna be disrespectful to you. All right. But anyway, we're gonna get to the point where the fatal shot happens. But remember, we're building up to this point, guys. The whole point of me doing this video, we're building up to this point. All the things that happened up to this point. He has the taser in his hand. The guy's still fighting. What is the cop supposed to do? Now, there is one thing the cop did I disagree with, but we're gonna get to that.
Pulls out his gun and fires.
Drop taser!
The police chief confirmed
Fires
that
right
the
there.
officer shot the young man in the head and says he's not identifying the officer since he hasn't been charged.
Now that I disagree with. I disagree with that.
Michigan State Police, which I
He didn't have to shoot the guy in the head. Now that I disagree with.
conflict of interest.
The attorney for the victim's family says he was an African immigrant who was confused by the encounter and terrified for his life. We demand that the officer who killed Patrick not only be terminated, but be arrested and prosecuted.
Okay, hold up. This is the part, all right? So first, what the cop did do wrong, he didn't have to blast his brains out, all right? That was completely unnecessary. He didn't have to with his brains. That's doing too much, even to me, all right? You guys don't have an effed up sense of humor, but I'm just like, do you really have to splat his brains everywhere? Like, come on, man. That was a bit much. I don't know. Maybe it was just the adrenaline pumping in the cop, but he thought this was Call of Duty or something, man. He thought this was Grand Theft Auto because a headshot was definitely not necessary. Now, did he need to blast this dude? Sure, absolutely. Like, this guy look, he fights all the time, right? But he didn't have to actually blow his brains out. Maybe shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the back, shoot him wherever, but not the head. Like, we all know if you want to end someone's life, you definitely do headshots. That's why in any video game, you get extra damage from doing headshots, all right? We all know. Kids know this. Adults know this. We all know this. This isn't, you know, this isn't a secret. So the cop, from my perspective, meant to end this man's life. I don't know why he did, but we all know a headshot is a fatal shot. You know, what's that movie where the guy says, always put one in the brain? I'll see if I can find a gif of it or something like that. But it was completely unnecessary. That's the only thing the cop did wrong. All right. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, because it's pretty much the whole video, for they were watching. It says confused by the encounter. He's an immigrant that is confused by the encounter and terrified for his life. Really? That's what we're doing? That's how we're justifying his bad actions. He was confused by the encounter. Why are you here then? All right, and I know some of you guys might get mad, but why are you here then? If you are so confused by something as simple as being pulled over by the police, why are you here? Obviously enough, he didn't do his research to figure out the laws that go on here, right? Let's say he didn't live here. Let's say he is an immigrant, right? Let's say he's visiting his family, right? For whatever reason. Like, why would you come to a place and you have no idea about what's going on? You guys get what I'm saying? Like, who does that, right? I think we all understand, no matter where you go, we can identify law enforcement. I can identify some Russian law enforcement, I can identify, you know, European law enforcement, Chinese law enforcement. They all kind of dress the same. So you know what you're dealing with. But, right, it's not his fault. It's not his fault at all by his bad actions. Don't hold him accountable. It's because he's an immigrant. He's black. He's dumb, right? He's too dumb to understand. The same way Biden said black people aren't smart enough to use computers. Well, he's an immigrant. It's like a wild animal. I don't understand. Like the same way you try to help an animal, right? They're trying to kill you because they don't understand what, you know, that you're helping them. That's the same predicament, right? Same predicament. Like it's like a wolf or a deer being caught up in a gate or something like that. You're trying to help the wolf or something like that, or you're trying to help a shark get out of a net. Right? And the shark's trying to kill you while you're trying to actually save the shark's life. That's what happened here. He was a confused immigrant. Me no understand, no comprende. Well, that's Mexican. You guys get the point I'm trying to get to. The point is that they're trying to justify his bad actions rather than holding him accountable. They both should be held accountable, you know? The cop didn't have to kill him, and this black man obviously didn't have to do what he did either. But the family says he was you know, they cut that part out. He was an immigrant, they said first, that was confused. They cut the immigrant part out, but he was confused by the encounter and terrified for his life. Why would you be terrified for your life, right? If you didn't do nothing wrong. Like, really think about that. If you did nothing wrong, why are you terrified for your life? Your first instinct is, oh my God, I'm terrified for my life. For what? What did you do that makes you terrified for your life? I call BS on that, all right? I really do. But anyway, it goes on to say they demanded the officer who ended Patrick's life not only be terminated, but, you know, prosecuted. So they have the right for that. But are we really going to justify this man's bad action and say he's an immigrant? You guys have to really think about what's going on, all right? I'm not saying the cop should have blew his brains out. That's not cool. But he's just as dumb. This could have been completely avoidable. This could have been a cool cop, man. This could have been a laid-back, cool cop. I'm telling you, I've only dealt with the nicest police officers ever because I give them that respect. Some of these cops want to maybe even be on their high horse. Just give them that respect. Is it really worth getting your brains blown out? And whether who's right or wrong, who's dead, he's dead. Is it worth it? You guys let me know. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this whole thing, man. This just happened yesterday. I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible for you guys. But I want to know what you guys think. Please let me know your comments below. It helps out the channel a lot. You know, if you guys want to become a member, just put your comments below. It helps out the channel a lot. Make sure you guys like it, all right? Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys know the whole drill. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Remember, I'm not arrogant. I'm just confident, and thank you for watching. No outros, all right? I'm just being real with you guys. No outros. Thank you for watching.